We are live.
What's going on, everybody?
Going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to start off by, I'm sure everybody, the first thing they noticed that there is something wrong with this picture, and I'm not talking about James Dockery's face.
Right there.
See this crap? Do you see this?
What's missing in this picture?
I have a solution.
Right, you got to get a little closer so we can see the details, man.
Hold on, I turn that down. I don't know why it just came on.
Oh my God!
I have taken care of this situation. Here we go. If everybody can see it.
You could have put a little more effort into that.
I put a lot of effort. I got my crayons out. I'm thinking I might have done a better job than whoever made them
originally. I don't know if I agree with all that.
I don't either, man. I really don't. I sorry, Chad, but you're still not part of the club, dude. It's just wrong.
I was just gonna say,
how many times do I have to cry out in chat that these hats are fake?
Now, hold on a second. Before we get going, a good host would actually introduce who's on the show. So
whoever said I was a good host.
Well, I know, but you got to say his name. This is what I've waited for all week.
All right,
hear you pronounce.
He's gonna have to help me out.
No.
He's gonna have to help me out. I'm from Kentucky. He's got way too many syllables. This is Mark. Catfish and Crappie. Mark, you're gonna have to pronounce your last name for me.
It's Mark Shibish, but Mark is fine. I answer to Mark.
What'd you call me?
I called you bad hat designer.
I didn't even call you no names.
Bad hat designer.
How sad is this, man? You're already insulting our first guest on our show.
Hey, I think
not only did you copyright a hat, you're insulting him.
Infringement. Chad, you don't know my wife's an attorney. You'll be getting a letter very shortly.
You don't have my address, do you?
I do.
Yeah.
Hit me up, Mark. Hit me up, Mark. I've got his address. That's
right. On the internet, we can find everybody.
Hang on.
So
yeah, he has our address because he sent me the real thing.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
Look at this stuff.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Man, geez, that's an awesome looking hat.
Fantastic looking hat.
Oh,
Mark, all right, the show is now canceled. I need to find a new guest.
That hat is fantastic. I made sure that she had it just for this live stream.
Yep.
And the thing about it is, D is part of the cool now. And look at you. Oh, no.
This is what we call it.
And
the sponsor came
I've lost so much respect to you, Mark.
That one is much better.
Look at him.
Man,
that's what I'm talking about. Respect.
You know how much whiskey I had that day when I went to send that? I had a lot of whiskey that day.
It took me like an hour to read his message, man. He was drunk. He was like, "What's his address?" Figure it out.
I'm gonna send him a hat.
Oh, that's awesome.
He invited me on the channel. I'm gonna send him a hat.
Look at you all.
Mark,
you
have now. You have diminished from about 110%. We're going to give you about 100% crap all night. All right. Let's see.
Hey, did I tell you guys?
What we got?
That I brought some Dockery and Chad Voodoo dolls with me.
Oh,
let's see them.
You want to see them?
Okay. Yeah, I got to see them.
Yeah. That's right. Because you know this is some sort of a fat joke, right?
Yeah, your head's pretty fat.
Shut up.
You're all fat joke.
All right, this one we're going to call Chad.
Is that a frog? Oh, it's bullhead.
No, he just dropped you, Chad.
This is Chad.
That was my entire childhood right there being dropped on my head.
I'm gonna put a hook into Chad's tail and see if it works for real. I got another one in here named Dockery too, so we're gonna do some voodoo in a little while. Once I go to swap out bait.
I'm not sure I like this because I haven't seen the Dockery one yet, man.
Oh, you want to see the Dockery one? Let's see if we can
Oh, we got to see Dockery.
Mark, I've got the good hat on, man. I've got the plug hat on.
I bet that is the ugliest fish anybody's ever seen right here.
Look at the size of that bad boy. Right
Oh my
there.
God, that head is huge.
They're big ones.
Mark, man, I had your back all that time. Man, that's it. You're going on the list, dude. That is it.
You ain't getting that cooler either, brother.
Yeah, let's talk about that cooler. Those guys would be good in there. They'd stay alive. Put them in a bucket, stick them in that cooler. It'd be perfect in my garage.
Yeah, but that's where I store all my hats.
Is Lyle in chat? Me and him, we can split. We can be like,
No, Lyle's. I think Lyle probably is still napping. Maybe I don't know.
Think so?
Yeah, you know them. You know how cranky them old people get when they don't get their full naps in.
I think he told me the other day he takes the second nap around right before this time. So he's normally waking up about 8:30 my time. So
I imagine most people will nap through your show, but that's another story.
This is true. This is very true. Most of the people are just like, nope, I am not watching these guys tonight. I saw Chris Flores in here a while ago. He's probably like, no.
Hey, I don't know if anybody does realize this. I'm actually out fishing right now. And I'm using a Patriot James Bobber. We got one out there. I got some green sunfish out there. So we'll see what happens. If we don't get a hit, we're gonna put Chad and Dockery out on a hook.
Oh,
and see what happens.
You know Dockery's gonna catch a fish because Chad can't catch anything. I mean nothing.
Maybe we should put some money on it and start taking bets on which fish get which
odds. Odds are in my favor. I'm telling you. I mean, because unless D's there, Chad ain't catching anything.
They're gonna hit the ugliest one first.
I can live with that. I'll live with that.
You've lived with it your whole life?
That's right, man. I'll own it. I told you.
All right, we got Muskrat Adventures, Mr. Gadget Catfishing, Kentucky Catman Outdoor Adventures, F. Smith. We got here Ace Catfishing, Mike Greenwell, Mrs. Catfish Headhunters, The Real Fisherman. We got Team Catfish Headhunters, Palmetto Cats, Kentucky Catfishing. Who else we got here? Buckeye Catfishing, Jaw Jerker. He is in the house and in my house. Michael Murillo. Did you hear that guy?
Yeah.
Scotty Hill. Let's see. Who else did I saw in here? Seen Dave in here, John Patrick Jr. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody else. My co-host was supposed to be giving everybody the shout out, but he failed at that. Looks like he does fishing. I think that's about it so far.
Hello, everybody. I'm sorry I can't see chat. I'm out remotely, so I wasn't able to bring the iPad with. So.
Just like Dockery, they're trash talking you.
Yeah, they are. They pretty are. Hey, look, Lyle woke up for his nap. Hey,
I just lost chat.
Chad, I got a question for you, bud.
Yeah.
Did you give Roger DeMint Jr. a blue wrench yet? In chat?
Oh, I did. Should I take it away?
Well, I would put his name right there on that list, man, of maybe nots. He's talking some pretty big trash in chat at the moment. So, I mean.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, what do you have to say?
He's talking about us getting our fish getting tangled up out there and not doing anything. So, I mean,
I ain't seen that guy fish in like 6 months.
Actually, he just put up a video today if you were paying attention. See?
Oh, I did.
I'm a true fan. He was out catching some walleye and stuff like that.
Fish.
But did you notice it wasn't his boat?
I did notice it wasn't his boat. Do you know what the name of the boat was?
Somebody felt sorry for him, took him along, and they basically caught all the fish.
Well, this is probably true, but I mean that's what you do.
Well, I have to.
Well, exactly.
The only way my boat gets slimed. Mark, let's talk about your boat.
There we go.
What would you like to know?
What kind of boat you got?
I got a 16-foot Lund Fury, so it's pretty much a panfish boat that I kind of converted to. It's the biggest little catfish boat on the river, I call it. So, you guys want to see it? Let's see if I can show it
Sure.
here. Plain and simple, took all the seats out, rod holders, 40 horsepower motor. I can't see what I'm doing.
You're doing great.
I'm in about 4 feet of water. I'm not marking any fish, so we'll see. Usually you got to wait a little while over here. But we'll give it a try. I wanted to be out here when the show started. If I can reverse the camera, it'd be better, but I don't think I can do that on here.
There's a way, but none of us are smart enough to do it. It's okay.
Figure it out, man.
No. That's why we have wives.
Yeah.
That way we can ask them.
I don't know. I want to hit buttons, but then I'm feeling I'm going to get disconnected. I just heard something.
I thought she was talking to me. Come in the house yelling.
No, I just heard a bait clicker. That just got me excited.
Now, what would you rather be fishing for, Mark? Would you rather be fishing for catfish or crappie?
It depends on the time of the year, really. Like right now is flathead time, so that's what I fish for. I'm fishing for flathead. I got a channel cat spot that's I live in a pretty densely populated area, so my channel cat spot, they're redoing it. They're doing all sorts of construction, so I haven't even been able to get out there because I got it all closed off till October. So I've been trying to get out. I haven't fished in a couple of weeks, which is why I did the chair review. I just wanted to get some stuff out there, but yeah, this time of year catfish. I'll fish for crappie a little bit, but as soon as Labor Day comes around, I'll hit the king salmon. I'll hit them for a couple of weeks. That's a rough couple of weeks, but if I can get a couple of them, I'm happy. And then in the late fall, I'll switch back to crappie, and in the winter, I'll try and get some crappie.
So why did you choose Catfish and Crappie as your name? Is it because you can't catch anything else, or?
Well, I catch all sorts of stuff, but those are my two favorite. Those are what I like to catch the most. I like the big catfish, and I like to eat the crappie. So
I don't think your trash talking's working on him.
He's ignoring every bit of it.
He is. He's like, oh no. He's like, this. I'm taking over the show.
This is
We're going to conduct
me.
this, and
this
that's right. See
me.
Look at that.
Man, I just did something that I acted too quick upon. I gave Patriot James a wrench like that. I should have held off on that one.
Oh, I should. Is Patriot James in? Is Patriot James in chat?
Yeah,
Yes,
Patriot
sir.
James is in the house now. Maurice is in the house.
Maurice
and chat is flying. I did see a nice trash talking in there from Evan saying 3 beers ain't none on the 3 combined don't even touch this.
That's for Mr. Patriot James right there.
Well,
Buddy.
look how nice that bobber looks.
It looks fantastic.
That's pretty sweet looking. I love the red, white, and blue ones.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're back in business.
You get a wrench. All 3 with the same
He's
beer.
the Oprah of the catfishing world. I still can't believe you got that hat, man.
Dee's letting me borrow it.
Oh, is she? That's nice of her. That really is.
Yeah, that's really nice. You got a wonderful wife letting you borrow the hat that I sent her.
I'll tell you what, it pays off, guys, to have a great sponsor.
I got a good sponsor too, I have to say.
That's right. We all do. Until it's, until they're not, and then, we have to do other things in order to get fishing gear. Like go on chat and whine for a month because he didn't have a hat.
A month? I'm pretty sure it took me like 3.
You've been lying. I've been just kind of ignoring everybody. I don't.
Is that what it is? See, that's what I do 90% of the time, Mark. It's just like, all right, it's just Chad. I'm not, I'm going off doing other
Why
things.
can you ignore me?
It's really actually easy. D taught me how.
Actually, that hat was ripped out of the grubby hands of one of my buddies. Just so you know, I was saving it for him. He never came by to pick it up. I'm like, all right, done. It's going out the door.
So what's the status on you? I hear you're looking at trying to get a new person to make these.
Yeah, I'm looking for a supplier. I'm looking for a fulfillment center. I don't have the time to order them, pack them up, and ship them all the time. I'm busy doing my day job. like 12 hours a day. That's why I haven't been really fishing that much. So but
Yeah.
it's good. We're getting.
And they're going work life, man, gets in the way.
I know. It's not like I'm hoping someday that this YouTube gig is going to make me $1 billion. It would be really, really great if it did, but it's not gonna. So I gotta have a day job.
Well, you just got to remember me and Chad when you do, because this is where you got your big break.
Big break.
I know, right?
This is where the all the action started. Was it was all uphill from here. Maybe downhill, but still, it was a hill from here.
Now you guys are second place. Avid Fisherman. He's the one who had me on first. He's a good guy. He took good care of me. He's all right. Had the meet and greet, and we had a lot of fun. Avid was really kind and had me on there. I was, to be honest with you guys, I was nervous when I went on there. I never did this stuff, and everybody made me feel pretty comfortable. So just figured be myself. And my wife actually got tickled over it. She's like, "Oh my goodness," she was pretty impressed. So I scored points with her on that.
Hey, there you go. And I've been on a lot of shows. Chad, he shows up from time to time. And you're talking. You're just talking like you're sitting around a campfire fishing with other people. And every great once in a while, you have to look over at Chad to make sure everyone's behaving. And there's times you hope they're not. So, that's what makes it all fun and worthwhile doing this is, just having a good time.
Keep life interesting. That's the way it is.
There you go.
I see we got Mr. Chunky Cats, Elston Perez, in the chat
Elston Perez.
What's going on, Elston? What's up, Chunky? Everybody out there. Norm, big shout out to my buddy Norm. He's a good guy. I hope he slays him this weekend. Shows you guys exactly how it's done.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm really hoping that he's got them leggings for the following weekend. He set a date, everybody, so you have it checked out. Catfish Headhunters. Not this Saturday. He will be live this Saturday. I think around noon. We've got the stuff before, but the following weekend he is from the lake.
I bet he's a man of his word. He'll do it.
I don't know. We've all come up with a new set of rules that if he doesn't do it here pretty quick, he's going to have to add a pink lace top to the leggings. I mean, this has gone on long enough. And gloves. You don't make promises to us and not keep them. So I'm just we're trying to keep him true to his word. That's all we're doing. We're here for him as friends.
That's good. Yeah, I'm on Team Norm. So Norm, whatever you do, you're all right. I'm hoping we get a fish here.
Michael Murillo would like to know where you are from. He is hearing quite an accent.
I am from the Chicagoland area. I have no accent. I just talk like some urban. I talk like some. I don't know what the word is, but some roughneck out here. I grew up in the city, worked on the south side, moved out this way when I was a lot older, so a lot of it stuck. Had some questionable jobs in my life, so
gotta pay for that fishing equipment somehow, man.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Right.
You ain't kidding. I had to put that wife of mine through law school. That was rough.
Yeah, but now she can get you out of trouble when you get in trouble, though, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Or at least get you a better deal, depending on if you made her mad or not. I mean, she might be like, "Nope, this is the best deal you're getting," and you're gone for 5 years, dude.
I'm an old man. I don't start trouble. I ask myself, is it worth it before I do it? Kind of like I did with this show. You guys just barely got
barely squeaked on. See, we're getting that a lot, and people are like, no, I don't think so.
You guys are good guys, man. I was really happy that you guys invited me on the show, so I feel honored.
Well, Bud, listen, that's, you can talk trash and chat. We wanted you on the show, and I really wanted you on the show because you hadn't sent Chad a hat yet, but now I'm kind of second guessing that because it just, I don't know, man. Seeing him in that hat is just sad.
Look really how happy he is. Look how happy he is.
I know. You almost made him cry a while ago.
I know.
When she handed it to me just now, I was just like, is this love that I'm feeling?
Oh, please do not start singing. Do not start singing. Oh, that's what we thought. Punch him now, D. See,
They got,
even Lyle is surprised that
Mm.
you got a hat.
It was a surprise, wasn't it, Chad?
It was.
Okay, good.
I'm very, very appreciative that you gave my wife a hat and not myself. But I'm very appreciative of her giving me the use of the show.
I bet
So
you
if
don't.
anybody has, didn't tune in right at the start, I had to make my own. Can you see it all right?
For tonight's show.
I need
So
you.
I thought I was going to have to sit here with this all night long.
I need a picture of you in that hat after the live stream so I can post it on my page.
Yes.
I'll send it to you.
I'll put it at the end of what. I'll put it at the end of one of my next video in the credits.
I see here. I had a couple questions here. I think it was Kentucky Catman wanted to know: do they have salmon up there?
They do in Lake Michigan. There's salmon. If you're willing to go, way out in the summer, you can get them. Cohos will come in, but we were talking before the show. After Labor Day, they come in to do their spawn. They're hybrid, so they really don't spawn, but they still act like it. They'll actually come to the harbors where they were released. So you hit the lakefront and just throw spoons like all day. That's going to be like the most boring video I ever do. It's going to be me casting like 1,000 times to get one fish. I'll have to do like a time lapse or something. But
are they actually stocking them up there? Every year?
They stock every year. There's a stocking program on Lake Michigan. So and that's like
really?
a whole other, that's a big ball. That's talk about controversy, man. Them guys they're insane. There's all these issues with salmon versus trout, the king salmon, the coho. They're trying to balance the alewives, what they're feeding on. They monitor them heavy. It's a pretty involved deal. And when they have these meetings, it turns into like practical fist fights because there's so many guides on the lake, and it's their bread and butter. I mean, that Eric Hatja, he's up here just north of me, and he's pretty big in that whole scene, and he's always posted online about all the drama that happens at those meetings. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, it makes you guys look like infants when it comes to talking shit.
Did he just call us babies? Hell, Mark, come on, man.
I think he was referring to my baby face.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I think it has more to do with the diapers.
This could be.
Dockery's not that old yet, but he's approaching it.
I feel that old.
Great question here since you're up there by Chicago. Cubbies or White Sox?
Cubbies. White Sox. Southside. Sorry. Not a Cubby fan.
return this.
In the live stream.
No,
honestly,
I'm not.
As my wife is sitting in here in her Cubs shirt.
I'm not a big.
We probably just lost Lyle as a viewer because he watches them turds down here in St. Louis.
I'm not a big baseball fan, but when I was young, some family had taken me to both Cub games and Sox games, and the Sox games were always more fun because there's more fights.
Because they won?
Yeah, well, they won a few of them, but do I have to repeat 2005? Is that? Yeah, I think 2005 World Series. Yeah, the Cubs were still waiting to win. Anyways.
Hey, we finally won one.
Finally, after 108 years, right? Wasn't that what it was? 100-something years. Again, I'm not a huge baseball fan, but we'll see what happens this year with COVID and stuff. That'll be interesting for the fans.
Yeah.
I've seen some remarks more about Dockery keeps asking Norm for pics of his leggings and lace.
We have those pics. Mary sent them to everybody.
I haven't shared that with Norm yet. So
I know
that'll be coming out soon.
Mary is going around sharing those pictures with everybody.
I
know, but I didn't tell Norm yet.
Yeah, but she's making me pay to stop sending them to me.
I have one of those obscenity blockers on my phone. Money too. Must have been blocked.
How'd you end up doing at the Avid's meet and greet?
I did terrible. I got sick that weekend, which is why I've been going to the doctor this week. So I had some issues, so I didn't do much fishing. But those guys killed it, so I'm proud of them. They did really good.
Good deal.
Yep. I'm definitely going back down in September. I don't think it's another meet and greet. I think we're just all going down there to fish, which is fine with me. I'm going to bring the boat down there. I'll ferry everybody out to the Mississippi, the spot, because I think it was like 0.3 of a mile they had to walk to get out there, which isn't too bad. But when you're carrying bait coolers and stuff, that gets to be a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in September?
I believe it's in September, the last I heard. So
I'm pretty sure I seen Evan post middle of September.
if I can get if I can get away for a couple of days, I'm definitely going to go down there.
That's good. Hey, you guys ought to come over to Missouri. Hey, I'm still voting that we all just like meet up at Lyle's house and really not even tell him. Just, have like Cindy make up a whole bunch of cinnamon rolls for all of us to eat in front of him. She's not giving him in those cinnamon rolls anymore.
No.
So, and then we could just make him, take us out in the boat and show us what, kind of a fisherman he is. But I'm suspecting it's the same type as Chad. As long as somebody else is catching him, he can say he's putting him in the boat. But
he does talk a good game about all these years of fishing back in. He used to do this and do that. This is how he did it, and he used to catch monsters and when they were real monsters and stuff like that. But I've never seen him with a fish.
I think he's actually the one that started the whole Volkswagen size catfish under the dam. And that's what 150, 200 years old. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's it very well could be.
I think Lyle is a fine fisherman. You hear that, Mr. Lyle?
I'm not sure what he's wanting, but he's sucking up for something. Lyle.
Next Monday night, Catfish and Crappie.
So what do you guys have coming up fishing wise? Who's going where when?
Next week I'm heading over to the Big River.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm just too fat and lazy to get out in the heat anymore, and it's not going to do it. So
I thought you were the pond king.
Oh no.
So you know what a river looks like?
Small rivers, yeah. No, I do a lot of fishing over on the Mississippi River from the bank.
Yeah.
So and I'm not. Like I said, I've only been in really big catfishing for about 3 years. So I'm still getting my feet wet and learning all the new tricks and stuff. And,
yep.
And I'll actually have to admit this, and I cannot stand that I have to do this, but I've learned so much from watching the Lyle show, on what to do that it's actually helped. But and that's the only praise he's going to get from me for a while. So
it's what he brings in like the big guns, like he did this past Monday, to share all that knowledge with you guys.
Yeah, I know, right?
There was a show last Monday. I was kind of flipping through all the YouTube channels, and some blur came through. Some guys were on there. I'm like, okay, next show.
Yeah, I don't remember much about it. Katie had me on some good meds, and so
I think I watched some Guggen videos.
There you go.
Wow. Betty Jean is in the house.
What's up, Betty Jean?
Probably she's not out catching about 400 bluegill to eat.
And Michael, I'm sorry, bud. I blinked and forgot exactly what I said, so I don't know.
Let's see. There was a Mark. Where you say you're fishing at right now?
Right now, I'm on the Fox River, in McHenry County. Yeah, I guess I could say I'm right outside of Cary, the Fox River area. Fox River Grove is the name of the town, and Cary is the name of the adjoining town. So I'm just north of the Algonquin Dam, just shy of the McHenry Dam, fishing the north spot. So.
Now, you said you do a lot of bank fishing too, right?
I like to. That's easy because you can just pack up and go.
All right, now what are you looking for when you're going out bank fishing?
Just, what? There's so little spots here. I just go to spots that have produced in the past.
That you can.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, when I fish bank fishing, it's spots. When I fish, in the boat, it's structure and time of year, where they're feeding. If they're in the wood or if they're in the main channel, and I get that information from a lot of the guys I know out here. I mean, I'll talk to, like that guy Alex that was on my video. He's a good guy. Me and him have fished all the time. I'll even get in. I'll talk to like Jonathan and a bunch of the other guys that are here, and they'll kind of give you an idea of not exactly where the fish they are, but how they're behaving. So, and that's pretty much what I do.
Okay.
I'm like you, Doc. I just started chasing the big cats in the last maybe 4 years. So first year was horrible. It took me a year to catch my first flathead. It was ridiculous. And then bam, I got that. My first one was a 32 pounder off the bank, and I was hooked.
Nice.
That was it. That was crazy.
Nice.
I've been chasing them for 30 years, and I still haven't busted over. My big PB is 30.
Yep. I have the one guy who runs, what is it No Mercy Fishing, I think. One of the guys in here, he's got like a 54 pounder. That's his PB. He caught that 14 years ago. He's been trying to beat that ever since.
That's the way it goes.
But that's the bad part. You're constantly chasing him.
His name's Cliff Laird. He's always on the fish, man. That guy produces. He knows this river back and forth. He's one of the guys that you want to follow around. Not follow around, but you want to pay attention when he says something. He knows what's going on. Same with Jonathan. Jonathan's been hitting this river pretty hard. He knows what's going on and where and what the fish are doing. So it's always a good thing to keep an eye on those guys. Not that you want to copy them or squat on their spots, but if he tells,
I want to know where the fish are.
Yeah, well, if you know where the main channel are, and he tells you they're feeding in the channel or they're feeding in the woods, you just go from there. You know, he's out here that many times, so he gets a good idea of what's going on, and he's always a nice guy too. Guy works hard at what he does, so good for him. Unlike us three bozos, we don't work hard at this at all.
No, we just I'm still playing this all by ear, man. It's just like I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. So and that's why you see the pictures of the big monster cats I'm catching. I just happen to look into them.
I'm having a terrible year this year. I got that one. It was in the 30-pound class. And then after that, I've had a really weird year. I've had like 3 nights I caught like two flatheads, which is not normal for me. Usually my flathead fishing is 1 a night, whatever size. But I always catch like one big one and one small one. Yeah. I mean, you see this stuff on YouTube and stuff where guys are catching all these fish out here, and that's really not the way it goes. They spend a lot of hours out here, and they get skunked an awful lot.
Yes, they do. And that's I'll put up that I get skunked or a small cat or something like that. To me, it's just more about getting out and having fun.
Yep, exactly.
And at least I'm not Chad, and I can actually catch fish. I don't have to take other people with me. Like my wife.
I'll let you know that I am the master bait fisherman.
Aren't we all?
Well, yeah, but didn't you lose one at the boat too?
That's why I started handing the reels to reel in, because I couldn't even get a regular fish in the boat.
Okay. Well, I wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure that we all knew.
So, what are you guys using for bait over there?
Really quick.
Go ahead.
Well, before I answer your question, I want to give a shout out to a young man who is, I think he's at 35 years old today, John Patrick III. Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, John. Happy birthday.
I will eat some cake.
Nah. I got a bologna sandwich. Put a candle in that.
I got some beef jerky. That's it. Yeah. No, for most time, what we're using around here is shad, bluegill, Asian carp, lots of Asian carp, or just regular carp. So, I mean, we can get that in abundance around here. So bait's really not that big of an issue, for most of us.
Now, what's in Missouri? Do you have to, like in Illinois, you have to catch the bait in the body of water you're going to use it.
Yeah.
You can't. It's not like that in Missouri. So, so if you had your pond with a bunch of good bait fish, you could bring something out.
Yeah,
does the water need to be treated when you do that?
No, most of the time when you're going out there, all you're doing is, I'm taking a 5-gallon bucket with me, especially if I'm going out to my sunfish pond. I'm just dipping down in there, getting the water out of the pond, throwing them in the bucket, and putting an aerator on them. And usually by the end of the night, well, they're all gone anyway, so I'm not usually worried about throwing bait back. But if I still have bait left, I still don't like throwing bait in any body of water. Doesn't matter if it's in there or not. I'll bring it all home, and then I just dump it out because we've got so many cats here on the farm that they'll eat them up. Yep.
Yeah, but I believe that now I could be wrong that in Iowa, if you do that, you can bring bait from other. I think, don't quote me on this. You can bring bait from other bodies of water, but it has to be in like treated water, like a better bait where the water is like blue.
I have no idea.
I believe so.
Yeah.
That's why I asked. Man, I keep looking at that hat on Chad. You look better.
You know, and I hate to say this, but he does look a little bit better. I mean, I'm so glad D actually got that hat. And that is D's hat.
Unless there's another one in this box that I'm not aware of. Yeah.
You make him wear the one he made. You make him wear the one he made.
But I promised
him in that hat
earlier that when he gets the one made, I'll buy some.
That's right. You, Mark, you let us. You can find a distributor and someone to make them and all that stuff. You let us know, and I guarantee you they'll sell, buddy.
I'll let everybody know I'm working on it. Actually, I talked to the guy today, so we'll see what happens. He's trying to make it happen.
One, Lyle, yes, I did say that. Two, Ace Catfishing says for you to try under the bridge at Highway 120.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
Yeah.
Who hosted that?
Ace Catfishing.
Oh, okay. What's going on, Ace?
Palmetto. Yes, I am allowed in the house tonight. There's some storms coming through.
Yeah, but
sorry, Mark. What's that?
What he was doing in the house. I heard it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And
she did wake up from her nap. What the heck are you doing in here?
Right. Jim, I'm not gonna. This is still a family-friendly show. You know, that's a little bit off, so I'm not gonna answer that.
Sorry about the bob and
what kind of fish am I?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm having a hard time.
Go ahead,
when you guys
Mark.
talk over each other, I kind of have a hard time hearing you, just so you know. So I'm not ignoring you, at least not this time.
Oh, I would ignore us, man. Totally. Just sit there and do your own thing.
I mean, you're the guy with the original hat, so you can just stand there and look pretty.
You were in charge of the show, man. We don't want you to say, "Hey, stop wearing my hat, you idiots."
Yeah. You remember the hat that you sent to everybody else?
Oh, here we go.
And then you sent one to my wife, and then she felt sorry for me to wear it, let me wear it because I'm sitting here like a 3-year-old making a hat with crayons.
You got to send me a picture of that hat.
I will send you a picture of this.
I would love that. That'll be the closing credits of my next video. Hopefully,
when you told me yesterday that you were in, I was like, "Oh, I have to make a hat. I have to make something." So I went through my daughter's crayons, paper. I went through a couple of drafts before I got it right.
wait till I show my
before I got it that right. Let's be fair. My artistic abilities is not that good.
It looks fantastic.
See, I actually thought that your daughter drew that.
Yeah, maybe you should have had your daughter do it. It's gonna come out better.
It would have, but she decided to leave again, and now she's spending the week with her cousin. So,
right now, dude.
What? Remember, we got guests. I'm trying to make sure our guests that are watching, the two on the ends here, Mark and I, and then laughing at the guy in the middle. All 20, there's 27 of them laughing at you and smiling at us.
Maybe we should put one of them voodoo bullheads on a hook.
You should. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Start with me. Put me out there first, Coach. I'm ready to go.
Who was it that called us the Three Stooges? I just missed that one.
Oh,
I've seen it, but I can't remember who it was. Let's see.
These are small baits anyway.
Mr. Gadget thinks we're all pretty.
Thank you, Mr. Gadget.
Seen it with my hair down, Mr. Gadget. That's right.
Oh, it looks like I got Dockery here.
Betty Jean Cross called it. Oh, fuel for next week, Dockery.
What's up, bud?
Betty Jean Cross is the one that called us the Three Stooges.
Really?
Look
Remember that.
Look at the size of this thing. And mind you, I wear like 2XL gloves.
That's a
Wow.
sexy fish, man.
It is.
And
I'd
now-
like to have some of them for this weekend.
So, you know something's going to swim by and check that out.
It might take a while, but whatever eats this is going to be, it's either going to kill it or it's going to be a monster. Look at the size of that thing. Oh my goodness. That's it's an 8-odd hook too. So what do you think? Should I go close to the bank or the channel?
What's that?
Where do you want to go, Dockery? It's you. I got to put you where you want to go.
Let's go about halfway.
All right, we'll go right in the middle.
I was waiting for him to backlash it because it was me. I swear to God, that's just my luck. Big old bird nest right there.
Yeah, you're pretty tangled.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. Mark, Ace wants to let you know that he's from McHenry.
Oh, cool. So you're not far. Tell Ace, I'm from Lake in the Hills. So I'm not far. I'm up in McHenry quite a bit. Actually, I was just fishing there like 3-4 weeks ago, and I was fishing with the bobber, and this, I don't know what it was, but it dragged my bobber everywhere, and then I went to set the hook, and the hook turned in on itself, and I lost it. So.
Kevin, Katie is sitting right next to me making fun of me. You guys really can't hear her on TV or on here, but yeah, it may be the last year for us. I'm just letting everybody know now. This may be the end. These shows have brought out the dark side in her.
Can Katie hear me?
No.
No. Oh, tell her to get the bait cooler and a divorce, and I'll offer her top dollar for it.
I'll tell you something right now, buddy. That's you're going on the bottom of the list now.
He's digging it deep. He already knows that cooler's mine.
Yeah, no. Dude, I'm telling you guys right now. As of right now, D is the only one that is getting their hands on that bait cooler. That's it.
Who?
D. And that's only after she leaves you.
I guess he forgot about what happened the other night. By the way, my sponsor is right here as well.
I think my
Norm
sponsor,
wants to know.
I think my sponsor said she was going to watch, so she's probably out there anonymously. I don't know if you can see her or not, but she's probably out there. Hi, sweetie.
Well, if she's out here, say hello.
Oh, I just had a hit.
That's the Dockery bait right there.
No,
you see that? Yeah. Just threw it out there.
You haven't thrown the Chad yet, have you?
No, I haven't. I just got the hit on the pole that I was going to put the Chad on there.
Yeah.
The Chad's floating belly up in the bottom of the bait bucket, dude. You know that, right?
You know why he saved mine, right? He always saves the best for last.
Not even close. He looked at that puny thing and thought, man, there's nothing's going to hit that.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Keep it clean, Chad. Keep it clean.
There's a lot.
This is a family-friendly show.
Yeah, because JP3 says it's family reunion.
Family
Grandpa
reunion.
and grandson, right to left.
Oh, that's freaking hilarious.
Chad was my kid. I would have held him underwater until the last bubble pop.
I lost again. Where Norman had asked about, he wanted to know if we wanted to learn any new fishing techniques. And make sure I say that because tell him where Dockery take that at.
Actually, man, mine is I picked up fishing from the bank down on the coast. I'm loving it.
Really?
What do you fish for down there?
Right now, sea trouts. I started out with croaker, and then we caught some of the catfish, or saltwater catfish here last time we went.
You know what?
So
what me and my buddy say, if there's no picture, it never happened. So I haven't seen any pictures.
I've got pictures. I do. They make me look like a serial killer a little bit more, but I've got them.
Muskrat says we need to change the name of this to Adult Cat Chats.
There you go. I still think the bait cooler is a cool name, but
I think I might. We might have to go with that one. Just because it would
like
make
that
him
name.
really, really upset, and he'd have to cry and whine about that bait cooler.
How far are you right now from that bait cooler, James?
I'm touching it right now.
Let's see it. I haven't even seen it yet on a live chat.
You gotta wait. All right, I've got something big planned. All right,
It don't exist.
all done, no, it exists. Trust me.
Oh, sure it does. It
You want me to put
exists
another-
about as much as these Norm leggings do, huh?
No. Yeah. So, but no, I've got some really cool plan for it. You just wait. All of you are going to be drooling all over yourself here in about 2 weeks. So
I do that anyway.
2 weeks.
No, yeah. Listen, I have tried getting things that I have ordered in for the last week, so I'm just thinking, man, they're going to be in about a week, maybe 2. So, yeah, everything I've ordered, they keep pushing back and pushing back and pushing back. T-shirts, vinyl, hooks, everything. It just keeps getting pushed back. I'm thinking it's like there must be delivering through like DHL or something like that. And they're just,
you'd already had
like.
So what you're saying is that my wife, who would have cleared that freight, wouldn't have done her job because she's not good at it.
Wait a minute.
I will make sure I pass along that message because she sucks.
No, I'm saying the dispatcher, not the person that labels the boxes and all that other stuff. The dispatcher.
I will let you know that I have the best team ensuring that everything is dispatched properly, timely, and accurately. They are all over the thousands of drivers we have in the U.S., making sure people like you that are old and cranky and whining because it ain't there on time get their stuff.
Send me off.
What? You still talking?
All right, Mark.
Mark, where's my fish?
I'm
no kidding.
Oh, okay. We'll put the chat out there now.
Put the chat out there. Let's see it act. I know it'll do better in Dockery.
Not a chance. He's going to catch one as soon as we go off live, right?
Yeah, of course.
He's going to catch his personal best right then and there.
Want to bet, though, that he tells everybody it was caught on the Chad.
No, you can't. Well, just because you got the hat.
After this, I'm going to be out here for a while tonight. Maybe I'll just live stream if anybody wants to step
You should.
and chat and give it a shot. I haven't done it yet, so you guys have to forgive me, but it'll be nice to have somebody. If I do a live stream, will I be able to see what's going on or not?
Yeah, if you do Labs or StreamYard, just like what we're doing here, it'll pop right up on your screen.
Okay. Ooh.
Kentucky Cat, man, I got to know what you would call me.
But if you need help, don't ask for him. Okay, he will insult you. Put it on autocorrect. Just don't do it.
Ow!
Right?
I got to put little catfish and crappie hats on. Oh, he just went back in the big book.
Ooh, Chad's live.
You.
That's the second time I've been dropped on my head.
And you got something going on with your bung, too.
My what?
Your bung. I'm not going to show it on the show.
I ain't going there.
Family friendly. Just remember that. That's what we need, a big sign that just flashes every time it gets, almost to that line of inappropriate.
That was pretty inappropriate, but all right, there we go. Oh, look how lively that sucker is. All right, I'm gonna put the Chad right there. I was trying to hit every last one of you. Chad, I'm gonna put you right outside this bunch of wood over here.
That's a good spot for me. I'm sure I'll do well.
I have a picture of Mike.
What?
Mike. You've done yourself.
Better?
Nope, still doing it. That's so much better.
All right, so everybody keep your fingers crossed for me. Place your bets. Is it going to be Dockery or is it going to be Chad? Who's going to get the first pick?
He's had that longer.
Man, I just had like 5 boats come by. You guys want to see this boat traffic? Here, watch this.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Just off like it was last week.
I don't know why it does that.
Jeez.
Oh, here comes the water skier. That'll all calm down in a little bit. Everybody's, well, I want to say after work crowd, but no one's going to work anymore, so they've been out here all day. So hopefully they'll get tired of it.
That's right.
All right.
Chad, I thought you had one.
Wanted to get a money.
One of these days, nice. We're gonna have Michael Murillo on here. We're gonna have to get some revenge on that dude too. He's been talking an awful lot, dude. See if he can actually back it up in real life. Mark's done pretty good tonight. I have to give him that. He's been able to keep right along with us. So
I'm always up for having fun. You guys are good guys. I don't care. I don't care what Palmetto Cat says about you guys in private chat. You guys are all right with me.
I don't care either.
Me neither.
Now, Betty Jean, on the other hand, I mean, you know, you kind of have to take her with a grain of salt. You know,
You leave Betty Jean out of this.
You know, I'm just saying.
Has her opinion ever mattered, though?
Every opinion she has matters, guys.
I don't know. She hasn't unsubbed you 3,000 times.
This is true.
She unsubs you?
She did. She unsubbed Chad.
Real Chad?
Yeah.
Wait, like she unsubbed you from her channel?
Yes.
Yeah, she has unsubbed me at least, I think, a dozen times.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
I can see that. How did you earn being unsubbed?
Probably the same way I was, muted on Patriot Tank Show. I said hello.
You earned that. You know it. Let it go.
I did not.
We've been over that. And now I can't mute him anymore because James went and gave him a wrench.
Came to light. James came to light on the error of his ways. Gave me the wrench. I'm still waiting for him to take it away from you, though. I wonder how many bobbers I have to buy.
Well, I don't know. Maybe
get a 6-pack. You'll be happy.
There you go. Or just start, whining like he did about the hat.
He still doesn't have a hat.
That's calling me a liar.
I don't know.
That is Dee's hat. That's not Chad's hat.
Yeah, I'm still thinking.
This is on loan. After the show, I'm back to this.
That is so awesome.
I fully expect you to wear that on your next video.
I'm going to have to get some better tape. I couldn't find my duct tape. I had Scotch tape on it.
You got a staple gun somewhere?
There you go. That's what you have. Destaple it.
Well, what I'm thinking is I've been wanting to get a new tattoo. I'm thinking right there on the front of my forehead.
I'll tell you what, if I can sell it, if I sell 1,000 of them, I'll get a Catfish and Crappie tattoo. Oh, he's back.
There he is.
Can you hear us, Chad?
Yeah, I hear you. What'd you say? Matt?
All right. I thought maybe you muted yourself.
See, that's what happened.
No, I wonder if I can mute Dockery.
You probably could.
I can mute him. Hold on. All right, so Mark.
Yes, sir.
Now that he's out of the way, and we don't have to listen to him run his mouth, them gums, blah 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 blah. I know when you first sent him that, you meant to send it to me, right? I know you meant to send me that, not Dockery.
No.
You know what?
I have controls on this side too.
All right. So now that they're both gone, guys.
What do you do? What do you mean both of us are gone?
Wait a minute. How did I mute? Oh man. It's like
You muted Mark.
I muted you twice.
Well, it's
I'm
because
back.
I'm smarter than you.
Oh,
I'll mute them both at the same time.
dag burn it. I got excited. I didn't have to hear your mouth for a minute.
Hey, is that a blue wrench I see on Dockery?
What's that?
Do I see a blue wrench next to your?
Yeah, you do for now. Yeah, he was. I don't. I think D might have gotten on there and you know gave it to me. He'll take it away. He's already done it once.
I was waiting to see.
Oh,
how
so
long
my
it would
audio
take.
improved when I muted both of you, especially when I muted Dockery.
Oh, there it goes. The blue wrench is
Hey,
gone.
Cindy
Hey, look at that.
Stokes is in the house tonight too with us. Awesome.
Miss Cindy. But you know, Mark, you definitely should be going live. I mean, you know,
I'll give it a shot.
we need some entertainment.
I'm actually taping this on for a video too, so I got my GoPro going. I got it mic'd, so hopefully
I
it'll get
really
cool.
want you to go live because I really want to see the Chad outdo the Dockery.
I want to see the Chad get wrapped around that branch that's sitting down there and not be able to get back off because that's what's going to happen.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I got 80-pound braid on that one. That would not be
Braid?
fun.
You're a braid guy, huh?
Well, yeah, I love braid. For this river, it's braid. If I'm fishing
Really?
wood, I got to get that fish out. I can't play with no stretch. You can stretch your line all day. I don't want it. I just see every now and then I see a big fish on my fish finder, so that's why I'm looking over. I see a mark.
Now, are you guys having the same problem with the Asian carp up there?
No,
On that
not at
river.
all. No Asian carp here.
Yeah, all right.
Knock on
They-
wood.
Does that river? What does that river connect to, Mark? What main river?
I think it goes all the way up in Wisconsin. Honestly, I don't know.
Don't know.
See, they're in every waterway now and through here.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's connected to the Missouri or the Mississippi River, chances are it's just one full of it.
Oh, well, the Fox River connects to the Illinois, I believe so, but we're too far north. I don't know if they can't live here or if they just haven't made it yet. I'm not quite sure.
We're starting to see it. We're starting to see them up this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just hope they don't get it that way.
My
I mean,
buddy
it's-
Bill Ponshot, who's in the chat there, Dockery, he has had them jumping out in front of his pontoon as he's big going down the creek where we launch out all the time.
Yeah. See, the way Missouri law is here, if you hook one or it jumps in your boat, it's yours.
Really?
You either have to kill it right then and there on the spot, and they're just gross. But you've got to take them with you. You can't just throw them back in the water. So
I wonder.
I wouldn't. I'd love to have some of them for bait.
That's a lot of bait. I know a lot of guys use them at Powerton over here when they're fishing for the big blues. And one of the 2 times I was there, man, it was like bait for days. I mean, it was like 15 pounds. This fish, it was huge.
I will tell you, firsthand experience. You cut some up into cut bait and put it on your hook, it's not coming off.
Oh yeah,
And it is tough as nails on a hook. So, but we're never getting rid of them, and it's a shame. So
yeah, I've heard they're going to start putting alligator gar down. I want to say it's near Kentucky Lake Dam because they're so thick in there to try to combat some of it, to, kill them off a little bit.
I think there's a project to do that here too on the Illinois River. They were talking about that for a while. If it ever came to fruition, I don't know.
Well, Missouri's got a small population of alligator gar down south, but I haven't heard whether or not they're actually releasing them into the Mississippi River or what they're going to actually do. But I don't think they're doing enough to combat them yet. So I don't know.
I don't. It'd have to be a pretty big guard, eat like a 15-pound Asian carp, right?
Oh yeah. Well, one of the places that we go and we'll go actually target Asian carp during the fall on light tackle and stuff like that. And you can go down there right now, and there might be 300,000-400,000 of these fish in this little area. Yeah, I mean, and the way that these things breed, you're talking sometimes 3 to 4 times a year.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, do you snag them, or can you get them?
Snagging.
You snag them, okay.
Yep. Yeah, most people use the big treble hooks, that are about like this. We use the little bitty tiny ones because we want the challenge of it. And we're using ultralight rod and reels, or the kids' fishing poles. That's actually kind of fun to do. But it's just something new to fish for, really.
Are they hard fighters, or?
They are very hard. And they fight about as hard as a regular carp.
A regular carp.
And you figure you're snagging these in the tail and the side, all this stuff. They're putting up a really good fight.
And they're part of the minnow family, though, right?
Yes. Okay. Yes, they are. Yep.
Really?
And oh yeah. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yep. Yeah, they're just a filter feeder. They're almost like
an educational moment on the show.
There you go. There you go.
We're getting all intelligent. Let's get back to the smack talking.
Everybody tuned in for the trash talks like, what's all this educational stuff going on here, man? These are,
Everybody's falling asleep in chat.
Well, Mark?
Yes, sir.
We are at the 9 o'clock hour, 8 o'clock hour your time.
8 o'clock.
Just want to thank you for joining us tonight.
I had a fabulous time tonight. I'm happy that Dee got her hat. Dockery looks really handsome in that hat, I have to say.
That's right.
And if you keep trying, maybe I'll sell you one someday, Chad.
There you go.
I appreciate it. You let me know. I'll probably get charged double for it, but that's okay.
Maybe we can all set a GoFundMe up or something like that.
There we go.
I throw my $1,000 mark. Chad gets a hat.
Chad gets a hat.
I think I should get 25 cents for every link that I've shared in the last few months.
No. We have to give this all to charity.
I am a charity. Look at
you are.
That's my wife.
Yeah.
Speaking of links, I want to thank Roger and Norm, so Muskrat Adventures and Catfish Headhunters, for all the sharing of the love tonight on the channels in the chat. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
And Catman for sharing mine. Really, guys, thank you. We had, 32 at one point. I'm not sure if we got any higher than that, but that is really, really awesome.
That is.
The hat is what brought them in. Art, you're awesome. Keep it up. Thank you very much for being our first guest on the show. And I hope that Chad does well for you tonight over there in that stick. He's probably like me. He's probably sitting over there like.
He's actually kicking pretty good. I keep hearing the rod.
I'm kicking good. Dockery, he's on his last leg.
He's like the real Chad. He just keeps running his head into that stick. He won't go around it.
Probably hears your voice.
Probably.
I mean, he's fighting for all he's got. That's what I like in him. Dockery, not so much. He's just kind of laying there.
Because he's smart, man. He's like, if I play dead, nothing's going to eat me.
Hey,
I'm like,
Kentucky Catman, thanks for subscribing. I just got the notification. I appreciate it.
You guys make sure you check out. Yep. Check out Catfish and Crappie.
Check it out. But also, as these links are coming up, make sure you go and check them just in case, because there is something going on with YouTube lately where subs are falling off. I know that Betty Jean is unsubbing, but I don't think everybody is unsubbing to everybody.
Yeah, that's just her personal choice.
That's Chad, that just might be you.
See, he gets it. He gets it. He does.
Hey, it might be. You never know, man.
Maybe that's smart. Maybe the hat will make him a little bit smarter.
Hey, Sometimes you got to be good looking and not as smart as somebody else.
Okay.
All right, guys.
I've gotten this far in life with all these looks. I'm just saying.
Mark, hold tight. Don't do anything yet, bud.
Okay.
We'll see you guys all next week over on my channel.
Yes.
Betty Jean Cross is going to be on my show next week with me and the Chad. So
right.
It'll be nice.
Make sure his link is shared, but his link is also in the description of mine, I believe. I'm pretty sure I put it in there.
Yep. So that it?
All right. That's
Hold tight, Mark.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me. That
Awesome
was fun.
stuff.
That was fun. I hope everything worked out. I hope I was a good guest to have.
You were, sir.
You were,
Excellent.
End this.
Fun.
All right, guys. Enjoy the hat, man.